So today we're going to do a full review of these, the Retekess hearing aids. Here then, all the parts out of the box. Alright, usual things: cleaning brush, instruction manual, charging lead, spare earbuds, and a little holding cord, and the main item in this box here, which we'll pop open and take a look at the aids. Here they are then, and these are designed on the Apple iPod type design in that they hang down your ear, so you've really got to like this type of design for these hearing aids. But if you don't, it's still worth giving a go to get used to it, because I had to get used to wearing them to do this test over the last few weeks that I've been trying them out to see how they perform. And simply they just pull out like this and place in your ear, and you can see them flashing ready there to go. Alright, and the good thing with these is once they go in your ear, once they're in the right position, they turn on automatically. They won't until that time. You must get them in the right position on your ear. So let's just give them a try, shall we? Take the right one out and pop it in your ear, and when it clicks in the right place, it will hear a beep. I don't know if you managed to hear that little beep, but that's how they go. And same with this here. In there and down, I'll hear a beep when it's in the right position. There it goes, and straight away, for me, everything's increased. So, what have we got specification wise with these little beauties? Okay, we have got the fact that they will run for 12 hours once they're charged, and also with the little box here, it will recharge hearing aids 4 times, so you get 48 hours total if you've got your box charged up. Okay, this little box here doesn't take long to charge up, so you've got plenty of time for them to wear without running down. Another thing I like about them actually is that when you set them up, because there is an app and you can actually tune these in to your hearing specific needs, which I'll show you in a moment. And you think, oh, I'll set them all up, and then when I put them back in, I've lost it. But no, they actually remember where you left those settings. So when you do put them back on, there's no messing about with it. You can just put them straight in and select what you want. Now you can have them prioritised for your own hearing, the best way that you like them set, and I'll show you that in a minute. Or there are 4 other modes just generally set on there, like music, you know, just normal listening and so forth. There's 4 on there in total, and I think it's a great idea that you haven't got to keep setting them up every time, because that's a pain, isn't it? You haven't got that to go through. So what I'm going to do now, you really do need a phone app with these. You can get them to work obviously without a phone app. You can just use the 4 modes that are on there, but they are better if you've got obviously the app, because you can then tune them in. So let's take a look at that now. This then is the app you will get once you've downloaded it from the site, and you'll get your devices there, and there you are, your left right device. You've got a self-test and a find device if you've lost it, which does happen. And you've also got personalisation here. This gives you a kind of self-designed test. Here then is one of the audiograms. Okay, you can see here's the frequencies that you can set the threshold okay, for each setting there. So normally most people's mind especially is from 2 kilohertz, 6 kilohertz upwards. I've kind of got a big hearing loss setting. Let's now take a look at the control here, the main one here. So this is what I was telling you about with the rooms here. Normal, in my ear aid, go bib bib, restaurant, outdoor, bib bib, and music. They're the four main modes of our hearing aids. We'll switch to personalisation now, shall we? And you can see here's the volume levels that we can switch to. That's better. Mine were a little bit loud, and although they do prevent howling, you could just hear that just start to howl because they were a bit loud for me. Okay, so that's good. And you've got a level of noise reduction here. This is the one we want. This is, you know, we want noise in the background down. We want a vocal up, don't we? So we've got a strong, moderate, or weak. I'm setting mine to strong. Now then, the fact that it does remember your last setting is very, very good. And I do like the fact the muster is that you've got volume controls there on the front of the hearing aid, turn it up and down on your ear. A must, I think. Now then, did the noise reduction work? Now it's supposed to cut noise down by 17 dB, the background noise, and yes, I'll tell you it wasn't as successful as I'd liked it to have been. My hearing aids I wear at the moment were very, very expensive, a lot more expensive than this, and it actually just did beat them by a small amount, but still not as much as I'd like. But I guess, you know, hearing aids have got quite a way to go yet to be able to beat that. Your own ears will never be beaten when you've got your ear in. You can hear someone over there and there'll be loud noise around you. But when you lose your hearing, you find that you can no longer do that. And when you put these in, just everything is amplified. And it doesn't matter what hearing aid it is, that's their job. So in quiet environments, all great. But in noisy environments, not so good. Now I selected the noise reduction environment thing on there. You can do that, and I found that it was definitely better than my other aids. I could still hear more, but if it was really noisy, still tough job trying to get that information from someone talking over there when there's background noise going on all around you. But so just a small margin better. Overall comfort level quite okay. Took me a while to get used to them hanging down, you know, that way, because that seems to be the iPod way at the moment, doesn't it? This new generation of hearing aids, and once you get used to that, it's okay. It doesn't suit me as well because I'm used to wearing the old-fashioned ones over the ear, but I'm gradually getting honed in there after a few weeks. So have a good test outside, inside, noisy environments, and generally overall I would say they're probably well worth a go for the price. Now my hearing aids I wear over here cost a lot more than these, I can tell you, so they ought to be better, but obviously I've had them a few years and the technology in them is now quite old, so these are kind of caught up a lot more, and I found you guys get a little bit more background noise reduction with these, which is what I'm really after with hearing aids, as well as the comfort. So all in all, I'd say worth a try. You know, if this type isn't for you, it isn't for you, but if you've got hearing that has dropped away like mine, you may be younger than me by a long way and only find that you've only lost a little bit of hearing, well, in that case these would definitely really suit you out and not have to cost you too much money. So there we are. That's my review on these Retekess hearing aids. I would say definitely worth a go. Okay, that's about it then, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.